Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Cred. I got a video today from I'm Benzo. I haven't done one in him for like a few months. He's growing really well. He's at like 5.5K now. When I first saw him, he was like under 1,000. So he's growing really well. You know, he does good videos. You know, shout outs to Benzo. Single mothers want men to pay for a first date babysitter. You know, they always talk about, never do, wife duties and, boyfriend, girlfriend duties.
So I gotta be real with you guys. You look like f***ing clowns.
Reads number one rule as a single mom going back.
When a single mom pays for the babysitter when she goes out with the man looks like a clown. So you taking care of your own child that you produce with another man with your own resources is clown world to you.
Back into the dating scene. If a man is not willing to pay for the sitter, do not even bother. Some of these baby mamas cannot stay consistent to save their lives. Y'all get pressed in the mom groups when the new girlfriend starts helping out with the child, yet you expect men to start acting like the child's father on date number one?
Right.
Now, I would never say that being a mother and having another man's child should ever allow a man to treat you lesser than other women in the dating pool, but it certainly does not entitle you to extras. A babysitter's...
I can somewhat agree. It doesn't make it so that men can, treat you worse, but they can treat you as less valuable because you are less valuable in men's eyes. So
going to be another $40, $60, maybe $80 extra that he would not be spending on a woman without children. I firmly believe that if you have a child, you should have everything handled for your child without your partner.
Correct.
A step-parent is an addition, a bonus, not a replacement for your parental responsibilities. I've watched you women drag stepmoms through the mud for offering to help their man pay his child support, yet you expect men to pay your bills the first day they meet you. Look, dating as a parent is different than dating without kids. You need to take ownership of the fact that from now on, everyone you date, you are asking to step into a much larger role, so it's going to have to go a lot slower than usual. It's also going to continue to mean you paying for the child that you laid down and made long before you ever met this person.
What a concept. Paying for your own child that you produced out of your own womb?
I'm not going to ask to be, pay for my babysitter. I'm expecting you to know to do that.
At this point, why don't I just pay for daycare for the month? Because that's as long as this relationship's probably going to last anyways.
It ain't going to last a month. Fuck that. Probably last a couple days.
So I came across this conversation yesterday. Somebody posted it saying that, I guess looking for everybody's opinion on whether or not their friend responded in the right way. So let's go ahead and take a look. So the female asks, "Hey, can you send me $250 for the babysitter tonight?"
$250 fucking dollars for a babysitter? Who the fuck she hiring? Melania Trump or something? The fuck?
The friend responds, "Hey, so, you want me to pay for your babysitter and the date?" She says, "You're the man, right? I'm a single mother of 3, and this is part of dating me." He responds, "Wow, this is not in my budget. I had a real nice evening planned for us, and I can't add $250 to the evening. I'm sorry." So she goes, "Wow, enjoy the evening by yourself. Tired of dating broke men."
You see how quick she is to attack the guy for...
Just because men don't want to pay extra, especially for your baby daddy's child, your child, that he doesn't know anything, doesn't make him broke. He just doesn't want to pay for them. He budgeted a certain amount of money for the date. Some people, when they budget something, it's pretty ironclad.
for declining to pay for the babysitter. I mean, even the guy, if he wanted to bash or attack her, he would have even said, like, I'm tired of dating baby mamas. I'm tired of dating women with 3 kids. I mean, he didn't even bring it up. He was so polite enough to even say, no, I'm so sorry. I can't do this. I can't add an extra cost to what I'm paying for tonight. And you've seen her, she's bashing him that he's broke. Whether he has the money or not, it's not his responsibility to pay for the babysitter.
Well, I mean, what he planned out might have been $1,000, $500, and you want to add another $250 to it? I'm not saying that it was, but it's a possibility.
tell a man, oh, I need you to pay for the babysitter so I can come out with you. And he's like, oh, no, that's too much. That's where I draw a line. That's because you're not worth that to him. If the woman of his dreams was standing in front of him saying, you need to cover the babysitter, it's $15.
She wouldn't be the woman of my dreams if she had the kids. Like, do you think men just go out there dreaming of women with kids and just like want to just take care of them?
An hour, he's gonna be like, okay, plus the tip. I mean, you want to only be the man's dream girl when you even give him a shot at dating you. So setting this standard in the beginning is so important. Never pay for the babysitter.
This is why these women are going to be single with cats and their kids are going to hate them and resent them for the rest of their lives after their kids grow up and realize what's going on and what their mothers did.
If you're seeing a man. And in the words of my friend on here, Michelle, I'm going to tag her in the comments because if you're not following her, you absolutely should. They would absolutely be willing to pay for the babysitter to go on a date with their dream girl.
Don't just assume that I'm going to be able.
So, yeah, you're not the dream girl. Exactly why he probably wouldn't be willing to pay for your date. So, speaks wonders about you.
To drop off my child somewhere. Unless you're offering to pay for the babysitter, I'm not going on that date.
Imagine having to assume stepdad responsibilities before the first date. Dog, I don't even know if I like you yet. Why am I financially investing into the well-being of your child?
Red flag that I seen a guy is having a mom, and even worse, having a sister.
Damn, you want me to be an orphan? Well, unfortunately, I have both a mom and a sister.
Oh, wow. Do you have any aunts?
3.
Wow. Is your grandma still alive?
One of them's gone. Yeah, the other one's still here.
All right.
Ever since Miss Sprinkles had asked man for money, because they ain't afraid to ask you for... I ain't been told no yet. This is your son. Just ask him.
I think the best thing that I did for my dating life was to cut out all that mindless texting. All that good morning, what are you doing today? Nothing much, what about you? Oh, I'm going to go to the gym. I don't have to have another conversation even resembling that one ever again. I've had enough. I've had enough to last a lifetime. I don't need any more. That's a really good...
People are so dumb. They like small talk and all these little things are almost necessary because to fill in the void. How much new shit can you talk to a person or talk with a person every single day, every other day for years on end? You're going to have to ask them the simple, hey, how was your day, babe? Oh, my day was great. Oh, did you get that promotion you wanted? Oh, yeah, I was wondering, blah, 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 blah.
Good way to get like emotionally connected to a man who has actually done nothing to like earn that. So now I just let him know off rip. Like I'm not.
And what have you done to earn anything that you're asking for? Like, this is the ridiculous part. You make it seem like men have to earn every single thing of your affection and your being, but you don't have to do anything to earn that man's affection or being.
Not a big texter, which is true for me because I really don't even text my friends that much. I don't like texting, but I'm not a big texter. If you want to get in contact with me, you can schedule a phone call. No surprise calls.
Schedule a phone call? Really, bitch? Really?
We can set aside some time during...
These women think they're like true boss babe CEO types where you actually have to schedule to talk or chat with them. It's ridiculous.
Week to sit down and have a phone call and get to know each other, or you can schedule a date. It's up to you, but you're not, I do repeat, you are not going to blow up my phone with text messages. I'm not the one. So not only does it like weed out the ones who really are not about it for real because they're going to be like, oh, I don't have time to do phone calls throughout the week, or I don't have time for a date, then you don't have time for me. So it weeds out them, but it also is like...
See, it's obvious who the fuck you're dealing with, these men that don't have time for dates. They're obviously Pookies and Chads and Ray Rays. You know, all they want to do is hit. So this really projects the type of men that she's dealing with, and she's projecting all of these insecurities and all of these standards now, but just because of these type of men. And they really do that. The saying is true. These women make the simps pay for what the Chads and the Pookies and the Ray Rays do to them.
Like, can he stick to a scheduled day? Can he keep his word? Can he call when he says he's gonna call? When we're on the phone, what is he choosing to talk about? Like, what is he using this time for? Is he actually getting to know me, or are you just sitting on the phone to sit on the phone? So yeah, skip the texting, baby. Take me straight to the good stuff.
Oh, so mostly it's a phase that almost people go through. So like where she is, she's tired of same questions being asked even on dates. She's tired of texting. So even when you go out with a woman like this, you know that there are certain things you can't be asking and be talking about because those things are basic. Like almost entire life for the last 10 years, she's been asked those questions and she's tired of us answering them. So if you wanna click with that research mostly, just avoid talking about or asking about certain things. I mean, be spontaneous, be amazing. You know what I'm saying? Just stand out, guys. I'm just
Just be
saying.
the
Men come
one.
for the P, but they stay for the IES. I didn't come up with the acronym PIES, but when I heard about the physical, intellectual, emotional, and social and/or spiritual elements to falling in love, I just knew this was the perfect analogy to explain how leveling up is so closely tied into
Women just have to like use stupid shit to justify some of their stupid thought processes and stuff. Like, you didn't think these things were required for love before? Like,
playing for keeps. We already spoke about the physical attributes of this, but let's talk about IES, that intellectual, emotional, and social and/or spiritual. Men come because you're physically attractive. We already know that. That's the milkshake that brings the men to the yard. But men are going to keep, stay, invest in a woman who is the total package, who also has that intellect, emotional maturity, and that those social graces that men are
exactly.
looking for. Can he bring you around his family?
Women don't even meet the first one, the physical aspects of things. How many women are overweight? How many women have BBLs? How many women have plastic surgery? How many women have kicked on makeup? You guys, most of you fail that physical aspect of it. Why would we even want to talk about the other three in the beginning? You guys don't even meet the first one.
Friends and colleagues and not be embarrassed by you? Do you have something of value to add in a conversation or in a social setting? Emotionally, are you mature? This is why I always talk about the importance of therapy, because you want to make sure that you're emotionally mature and available. Someone who's emotionally unavailable, it's just not it. Trust me on this one. And obviously, socially, are you going to fit into his social circles? And even if you don't currently fit into social circles, can you adapt? Are you highly adaptable? And when it comes to spirituality, obviously, someone from a particular faith base would also want someone from a similar faith base. It's the entire package that people want to keep. And I say people, not men, people, because you want the same in turn. Women have a lot of physical requirements, right? We hear all the time, oh, he has to be, taller than 5'10", or he has to be above 6 feet. He has to be this, he has to have a six pack. But even a man who has those things, if he's only good looking and he doesn't have that IES, that intellectual, emotional, social, and or spiritual, you don't want him either.
Thanks for watching and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.
The delusional chow women really just think men are walking wallets. They don't have to do anything to please us. And this is what the West is covered with. Just women like this. The last woman did speak pretty good facts. I do agree with a lot of what she says, but it's just funny to me that they're barely realizing this list now. And it's just like, really? Like, did you not know that you needed these things to be fully, like a solid person before you start relationships? Just women just want everything tailored to them, and